Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about a new Tier 7 premium battleship, the Renown 44, which will be available in the Dockyard, I believe. Let me find the exact sheet so I can tell you exactly what it's for. So it says here, and I quote, Renown 44 will be available as part of the Dockyard Event in Update 11.11. Renown 44, much like Repulse before, will be available completely for free just by playing through the Dockyard, and is unlocked at phase 19 with a 6-point commander. So since it's placed at phase 19, it will be available for free. Obviously, you can grind up to, I believe, stage 26 for free. So having that up to stage 19 is quite cool. I guess you can just grind it and get it for free. But anyway, so here it is. So let's figure this ship out and see what it's all about. So obviously, it's the same class of ship as the Tier 6 versions. The Renown, obviously, it's the same ship as Renown, just an upgraded version. And the Repulse. So these are obviously the same class of ship, I believe. I don't know what class they are. Maybe they're Renown class. I'm not really sure. If anyone can let me know in the comments below, do let me know. I do believe these are the only two ships that were built in the Renown class. Renown and Repulse. But here we have an upgraded version, which is Renown 44. This isn't the first time we have basically a numbered variant of, a ship which is the same, but a tier higher. For example, we've had Belfast, the original Belfast here, which is actually a modernized version of the version we have at tier 8, which is quite interesting because we have a older version at a higher tier. But in this case, it's Renown. I believe this is an upgraded version to the tier 6 version, so this will make more sense progression-wise. So let's start off with the armor layout as per usual. So it has 26mm armor on the nose, 26 torpedo hit protection here, and 26 aft. We also have a 38mm side plate and a 29mm deck. I do want to compare this, by the way, to some British battleships we have right now. We have Renown, obviously, who has a 16mm nose, by the way, up front, and so does Repulse. So you do have that on those ships, obviously. So you have less armor. You have a worse deck as well, which obviously kind of makes sense because these are tier 6s. This one's going to be tier 7. Another ship I want to compare to is the Hood. So Hood has 26mm nose armor, a 51mm deck, 26 aft, and then obviously 127 side. Hood has incredible armor. But yeah, that's pretty much the Renown outer armor. If we take a look at the internals, we have a turtle back of 102. If we look at Repulse, it's 102 as well. So I think Renown is also 102. The angle looks a bit different, but it's 102, yes indeed. And the Citadel, if we take a look at it, it's also angled, 51 in the middle and 102 over there. Pretty interesting, obviously. I believe it sits just barely above the water, but that's pretty much the Renown Citadel. So let's look at our commander build I'm going to be running. I'm running Preventative Maintenance, Gun Feeder, Grease the Gears, Brisk, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, Fire Prevention Expert, and Emergency Repair Expert. And then for my equipment, I'm running Steering Gears Mod 1 because there's no availability of Prop Mod because this has British Acceleration. Aiming System Mod 1, Speed Boost Mod 1 or Engine Boost Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. And in terms of the camouflage for the Renown, let me just put on the flags because I always like having the flags on. So the camouflage for Renown, you have this camouflage, which is just a normal stock camo, and you also have the alternate, which looks quite good as well. In my opinion, I think I really like this green and white combination, or green and gray, I guess, with the dark gray. So pretty interesting camo for sure. But I'm going to be using the stock camo. Now, apart from that, I am going to be showing you the ship characteristics right now in port. If you want to skip to the game, you can totally do that. I'm just going to talk about the characteristics right now. But yeah, you can totally skip to the game. I'll keep the video chaptered so you can find it. So, for survivability, we have 55,200 HP, 13% torpedo hit protection. Artillery, we have 25-second reload on 381mm guns, so same caliber obviously as the rest of the Repulses and Renowns and the Hood. 25-second reload though on a 6-gun battleship, pretty interesting, quite a quick reload to be fair. 11.3k alpha damage. In terms of its HE, it's 5.3k alpha, 64mm of pen, and 34% fire chance, which I believe that's, yeah, pretty much the exact same as Hood, except the alpha is slightly higher than that of Hood by 50. But I wouldn't say it's game-changing, to be honest. The shell travel time seems to be the exact same, yes. So for torpedoes, obviously there are secondaries, by the way. I believe the ship wasn't initially designed as a secondary ship, but I think the primary issue with running secondaries is, well, it's something I don't really do, and I'm not really interested. And I've never done it on any of the Renown, so I'm not going to really do it on this one. In terms of my airstrike here, we have 2 flights, 2k damage each. Well, one bomber each plane, I guess. Yeah, so you get 1 bomb each drop for 3.4 thousand damage, whatever. A defense seems pretty mediocre or standard, I guess. I don't really know. Maximum speed 31.4 knots. That is with the speed flag on, by the way, but we're going to be taking brisk, as I told you. So we're going to actually be clocking quite fast amount of speed. It's the same as Renown. It's a bit slower than Repulse for sure. And Hood obviously goes quite fast, but Hood does not have the availability of a speed boost, which we'll be talking about shortly. And the concealment-wise, 11.5 kilometer detection. If we check Repulse's detection, we'll have to click this button to check it. 12.6 on Repulse and 11.5 on Renown. And then on the Hood, well, it's actually pretty bad on Hood, I think. But I'll just do this just to check it out. 14.1. That seems pretty bad on Hood, but... well, Hood has really bad concealment, I guess. But this has 11.5, so quite good concealment on the ship. In terms of its consumables here, we have DCP. We have the 16.5... wait, 16.5? That's quite a long DCP duration. What? Wait, that's the same as the rest? What? Really? Oh, that's because I have a commander skill for it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's 15 seconds stop. But yeah, it's because we have emergency repair expert on board. We also have a heal, 331 HP per second. A maximum speed, obviously 8% buff with the engine boost. And we also have a Hydro, which is, I believe, the same Hydro we get on the Duke of York, which is quite interesting because having a Hydro on a battleship is quite cool. You can obviously mount DFA if you so wish, and it is limited. It's not like Atlanta where you get unlimited. It's limited, but you can pick between DFA or Hydro. I'm gonna pick Hydro because I value it way more than I do DFA. But apart from that, that's pretty much the ship characteristics. Let's move over to our first game in the Renown. Alright, so here we are on Two Brothers with the Renown 44. It looks to be top tier matchmaking. We got tier 6s in our tier 7, so yes, we are top tier indeed. Now, obviously, we do have speed boost, so we can actually move around quite fast. But yeah, let's go to A. We do have 8-kilometer torps, which is quite interesting. They are the single launch torps like we found on the Renown itself and the Repulse. But these are more like the ones on the Renown, in where you get, I think, 4 per side, which is quite good, actually, 4 per side. Let's go in this general direction. We go 35.5 knots. And I think our speed boost time is around 3 minutes. No, it's around 2 minutes and something. I would use it right now, but I think we go around 39 knots. I guess we can use it right now. I don't want to use it right now. I want to save it for when we're actually engaging targets. Now, something obviously that's kind of not good about the Renown 44 is the gun range. Why? It has 16.9 kilometer gun range. Now, that's quite bad for a tier 7 battleship. Why? Well, you're going to be facing tier 9 battleships, such as, for example, Duncan, or I don't know, Alsace, or Izumo, or Baji, and Missouri, and Iowa, and stuff. Minnesota, even Kearsarge. These things are all going to outrange you quite hard. Obviously they're 2 tiers higher, but this is the kind of matchmaking you're going to be expecting as well most of the time. The tier 9 battleships are going to be in your games, obviously. So you have to be kind of mentally prepared for that. And your range isn't quite... Here we're getting randomly selected, of course, but it is a randomly selected thing. Obviously, every time randomly selected. We always get randomly selected, but it's okay. But yeah, like I said, the range is very limiting. I think that's one of the weakest things about the ship is the gun range. Like, apart from the gun range, I mean, the ship seems kind of good, obviously. Like, I mean, the thing is, at tier 6, the Renown and the Repulse are both really good, right? And the fact, like, at tier 7, Well, the range is just not as good as it is at tier 6, right? And I think actually Repulse gets way more range. I think Repulse is built for range, obviously, I believe. Renown is the one without spotter plane, but I think Repulse, pretty sure it has spotter plane as well. Yeah, it does. So you can actually have that in favor of you. You obviously have to be careful when showing broadside, even to food. Yeah, Repulse has infinite gun range. As you can see, he's shooting us from 200 kilometers. So let's try to slow down and juke the shots if possible. We'll see. Yeah, we're fine. The problem is right now, see, this isn't even like a tier 9 situation. This is a tier 6 battleships and a Colorado. They all outrange us. So that's going to be quite unfortunate for us, really and truly, to deal with. We are spotted here by a DD or submarine. I am going to... Should I use Hydro? Maybe not. Not right now. It's a bit short range, so I don't really want to use it. Let's set the Hyuga pass first, so I can slow down and not bully him here, and then we can forward momentum forward here. See what we can do. Renown, huh? Renown 44 giga range. So like I said, so at tier 6 the range feels perfectly fine on the Renown, but at tier 7 you're going to start feeling a bit restricted, I think would be the word. The range is just a bit limiting, obviously. We got a Citadel there, pretty good damage on a broadside Fuso. He was full broadside. Am I beach on the guy? I'm sorry, Hugo, I'm sorry. Okay. Can I get a shot here? If he accelerates, I get a shot. Let's shoot early here, and then we might get another shot. I'm just gonna push up here aggressively, actually. I might actually just move towards the Tarigo kitchen here, or whatever, however you pronounce this, Dutch people, kitchen. Kikidun. Yeah. We're gonna go that general direction, and we'll see what we can do. Obviously, our goal average damage isn't anything too high. Because, well, it's a tier 7 battleship. This isn't like a tier 9 battleship or something where you're supposed to be averaging around like 100 or 120k in it. Like, it's tier 7, so I wouldn't expect more than maybe 80 to 100k at most. In terms of average, I would say more like 80. Even though my Repulse average, I believe, is 120k. But Repulse is a giga monster for sure. And it's tier 6, you have to keep in mind. I just got submarined, so we're going to Hydro. Our Hydro only lasts 1 minute 40 seconds because we do not have the Hydro mod mounted. Which is a bit unfortunate, but it is what we don't have mounted. We chose the Speed Boost mod instead because... Well, the speed boost... The thing is, you can actually pick yourself. The thing is, with my builds is, they're builds kind of I like to run. And you shouldn't feel pressure or something to only run my build in particular. Like, if you feel like there's another build you can run... I don't think I mentioned this enough in other videos, by the way. But if there's another build you want to run, like, totally go for it, man. Like, I'm not here to tell you what's good or not. I'm just telling you what kind of I like in terms of builds. And you can obviously try the build, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, well, you can try other builds. Obviously, guys. There's no... It's not like I'm the person you must only listen to. You know what I mean?
Problem solved, sir.
But that's the nice thing of having like different modules. And I mean, we're only talking about one module right now, but you could refer to, for example, if you want to take secondary build Renown. Secondary build Renown might be interesting in design, I think, in concept. But in reality, when you're going to have to fight Colorados at 16 kilometers who are running away from you full speed, or Repulses at 16 kilometers power kiting you full speed, it's not really something you want to run. It's better to run a main gun build, in my opinion at least. Obviously, you can run the secondary build, but in my opinion, it's better to run the main gun build because you're gonna get more consistent results, at least. It's just what I think, right? That's just what I think. Building into accurate guns... Having better guns is just better, I think. That's just me. So you can see we're hitting people for quite a fair amount here. Our main issue is this Luca Tarigo to our left-hand side, because he's probably torping us. I actually have no idea what his torp range is. I forgot to mention, by the way, we did kill the submarine, yes. I didn't really get into that. Oh, wait, is the heal quick cooldown, by the way? What's... Oh, my... That's something... I'm so dumb, guys. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. The heal reloads every 38 seconds. For a tier 7 battleship, that's kind of crazy, actually. 38-second heal cooldown? What? Okay, that's pretty good, guys. Jokes aside, that's pretty good, man. Here the issue is I'm gonna get torped. I'm quite scared of it. I'm actually in panic mode. Maybe even you guys in the comments are. But I'm turbo panic mode for sure right now. But it's okay. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. If we get dev struck, we get dev struck. Plus, the game is actually ending very soon. And we do seem to be utterly dominating the enemy team. Not us. I mean, our team is dominating the enemy team. Is the Colorado gonna eat torps? Yes, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead, guys. Dead guy. I don't think we're gonna be able to get into range of the enemy team because they're like full runaway mode, like this entire game.
Enemy destroyer detected.
And when you run away from both sides of the map, it's, I mean, how do you win on two brothers, guys? It's not really something you can do. So we obviously are trying to play as aggressive as we can. We're in the enemy spawn in 8 minutes. The issue is there's not a lot of time left because we're on 4 caps ticking. The kitchen will die for sure here. Yep, he's dead as expected. But I'm hoping we can try save damage on this Repulse. I'm very disappointed in the Repulse for shooting HE at me, to be honest. Because he does overmatch my nose, I guess. And he could pretty much do quite a lot of damage with his AP, like I am doing to him. He would obviously do less damage to me than I am doing to him in reality, because I have better armor than him. But he should, I mean, I'm not too angled, I would think, right? I'm relatively broadside. Oh! 20 seconds, guys. 20 seconds, guys. There's the AP! Look, he's smart. Look, he baited us. Woo! And that's a good test to see how much damage I ate when broadside. We ate 12k damage, which isn't the best. Oh, we're getting a time extension on the game. The enemy team is killing the ships. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna let that thing go dark, guy. No way. Come on, man. That's so uncool and unbased. Moss. Yes. Boom. We'll probably miss after all of that complaining by me. I probably miss because I'm bad at shooting. Here we go. Yeah, we missed. It's okay though, we did 3k damage. That's not good, Malta. I know, it's not good. 5-second reload here. I mean, we aimed poorly there. That was not the ship at all, by the way. We did actually aim poorly, jokes aside. He was moving way slower than I expected. That's pretty much all. Let's see if we can actually dumpster the Repulse here. Unlikely, but we can try. Hopefully, he's broadside. 0 damage. 12k is not bad. 12k is not bad. 10-second reload left. Let's see if we can kill the guy. I'm gonna turn my guns for the... Oh, my mistake. I was so dumb there. Why did I turn my guns towards the Nelson, man? Obviously, he's gonna get dev struck. Why did I assume a Nelson wouldn't get dev struck, guys? Obviously, Nelsons get dev struck. That's what they do for a living, guys. That's what they do for a living. Nelsons just die instantly on purpose. Also, this Repulse, man... I mean, okay, he's living, but... I don't know. Do I die here? Probably, potentially. No, I didn't die. Unfortunate, because I think the game might end now. Yeah, that's it. GG. Alright, so for personal score, we ended up getting 104,000 damage, 16 plane kills, 1 kill, 1 citadel, 39 hits, and a target hit protection. Team score, we ended up getting 2nd place on our team. We're going to be complimenting our Moss. Obviously, you guys like his username. I know your guys in the comments and on Twitch. You guys love those types of names. Detailed report here. 104,000 damage. All of it from AP and some submarine damage. And then, as you can see, mostly on the Repulse and the Fuso. In terms of credits and XP, we got 361,000 credits, 5k XP, 600 free XP, and 6.8k Commander XP. In terms of my Commander build, once again, I'm going to show it to you. Preventative Maintenance, Gun Feeder, Grease the Gears, Brisk, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment Expert, Fire Prevention Expert, and Emergency Repair Expert. And then for equipment, we have Steering Gears Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Engine Boost Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. And that's pretty much the build for the Repulse. And then I'm just going to re-repeat how it's available, guys, just for you guys to know. It'll be available. I'm gonna requote. Renown will be available as part of the Dockyard Event in update 11.11. Renown 44, much like Repulse before, will be available completely for free just by playing through the Dockyard missions and is unlocked at phase 19 with a 6-point commander. Remember, you can grind to basically a up to, like, I think stage 26 for free. So you get this at stage 19, so it's completely free. You obviously could pay the 5,000 dubs I mentioned in the previous video to get the Schroeder, but this you can obtain completely for free. So, the Renown 44, what do I think of it? I think it's actually a really good ship. Now, the biggest issue, obviously, is the range. Apart from the range, it's a great ship. Like, the range is obviously a limiting factor. Repulse, for example, doesn't have this issue. Why? Repulse has 19.8 kilometer range stock, plus spotter plane 20%. But Renown, even at tier 6, has 16.9 kilometer range. At tier 6, Renown with 16.9 kilometer range is fine, right? Because, well, you're not fighting tier 9 ships. Sure, last game, we didn't have to fight tier 9 ships, right? And that's the whole part of these reviews thing. I always go in and live commentary it because, well, for one, I don't have a lot of time to record because I'm a university student. And obviously, I have to stream as well at the same time. So I try to record videos as much as possible. I'm happy I got time to record this actually today at 9 p.m. on a Monday. I ended class at 8 p.m. by the way today. And the thing is, right? So I do them live commentary for that. And also, I don't like handpicking games and showing you, hey, I got this 160k game in my Renown 44. This is what I got, you know? Like, I'd rather just show you this live commentary. You know, we get what we get, man. If we get like an 80k game, it is what it is. If we got like 104, which we got right now, we got 104. And I think, to me, for now at least, till I graduate, till I get enough time to do this as a full-time, properly, this is what I can do, this is what I'm gonna do. But anyway, the ship. Like I said, except for the gun range, it's a great ship. I think it's a wonderful ship. It's free. It's amazing. And the fact that it's free makes it even better. This was the same with Repulse, right? Repulse was amazing. It's an amazing ship. It's great. It's tier 6. It has a lot going for it. And it was free. Same with the Renown. It's a great ship and it's free. But this one has a big downside. That downside is the fact that your range is limited to 16.9. Now, obviously, it's going to be a downside for a lot of people, including myself. I don't like only having 16.9 kilometer gun range on a tier 7 ship, right? It's not nice. But, I mean, this is what we have, right? So, I wouldn't say it's a bad ship. Like I said, I think the ship is fine. I think the ship is perfectly fine. I just think the range is definitely limited, and there's going to be an issue which most of you guys, I think, are going to face in the games. You can totally spec it into secondary, I think, maybe. I don't really know. Not something I really looked into. It's just not something I'm willing to build into and then having to fight against tier 9s. Especially since the guns are so good. I love building into a ship with good guns. And building into guns, right? So this is what I think about the ship. I think it's a great ship. I think its main downside is its gun range. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And if you have any feedback on the video, please do let me know in the comments, of course. And, well, I do try to reply to as many comments as I can. If I didn't reply to your comment or something, don't feel bad. Either I'm catching up to it, or maybe we're like a few videos ahead. And, well, maybe I'm not replying maybe after a week or something to this video. But if you have any comments, any questions, anything about maybe, I don't know, this ship, any other ship, do let me know in the comments below. I will try my best to answer as much as possible. But big fan, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. If you did enjoy, do leave a like or a comment, or maybe share the video. I would really appreciate it. Or even a sub, guys. We're slowly approaching 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is the goal, I guess. Big fan, guys.